beside me and wait. I sing hallelujah. I bring my burden again to my Father and my friend. I sing hallelujah. Anytime, any place, you stand beside me and wait. I sing hallelujah. I bring my burden again to my Father and my friend. I sing hallelujah.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to this week's video of Montana Haven. Hey, we're back here in doing our project, our log cabin here in Kalispell, Montana. Just want to welcome you to this week's video. Welcome to our family and our channel, and we hope you guys enjoy this week. So yesterday I didn't do any video. I just simply forgot. I just get rolling and get so busy, like I don't have time to do it. But then I remember I need to, because you guys need to see what we're doing. So yesterday we installed this door that is open right now. We installed the door. Justin, Ethan hung the door, got that trimmed out. We got all the exterior windows trimmed out, and we're almost done trimming the interior windows. So today, this afternoon, hopefully we're still gonna get a coat of stain on. We're gonna finish trimming out the inside of the windows, and the boys are taping everything out here. There's a lot of taping because there's a big deck, so we gotta get the deck all taped off. And just everything around the house, up around the eaves up there. That's kind of cool that this tree is growing right out of the middle of the deck. That's kind of neat. All right, let's get started finishing trimming out the windows. I'll show you what one looks like that's already done. So we have to notch these logs out so this side trim fits in there nice and snug. We put a little bit of a eyebrow trim on here. Little shelf there, and then you come down here to the bottom and you've got a little bit of a shelf here with a lip, and then your bottom piece there. Trims out really nice. Look at that, guys, a little bit of a break there. There's a muskrat swimming right down there in the water, right on the edge of the ice. That's pretty fun.
After all these years, yours and mine, it's you and I. It's you and I.
Taping this thing off, masking it off, takes about twice as long as it does to just stain it. So that's what we're working on at the moment. Getting all this done, meticulously taping, masking everything off around these posts. It's a big job to get all that done. So see if we still get to staining today or not. Finally got everything masked except for the drip edge up there. So Ethan is still gonna go do that. I'm going to get the machine fired up here and see if we can still get at least a partial coat on today. What we do is we take clear crystal earth or exterior UV stain, and then we add color to it. In this case, I'm doing double walnut, double tint. He wants it really dark, so we'll see how this is going to turn out. We're going to do 2 coats of color and 1 coat clear. So we're going to do the first one, use a double tint, and then we'll see where it ends up after that. It's a water-based product. Ah, who's that guy? Oh, scared me. And every good stainer worth his salt back brushes everything. And it's raining. But thankfully we're under cover here. So we'll come back tomorrow and we'll keep going. Well, tonight we're celebrating Ethan's birthday, but it's like,
Couple months later.
yeah, his birthday's the end of November. But we always take the children out for their birthday. And we didn't get Justin, Ethan, or Avalon's birthday taken care of.
Chloe's.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were like in end of November and December, and we were getting ready to move.
Right. So tonight we came to this Asian type restaurant, and I got me a good sushi roll, so did Ethan. And Priscilla got herself a good old fashioned.
Yeah, just a good burger.
Last night we actually took Justin out, and I totally forgot the video. I just sometimes am bad and forget
I did
forget
take
that.
a picture.
Oh, I can throw the picture on there. Perfect. Have you ever played dare base inside your house? Well, that's what they're doing. All right, this morning just Justin and I are here, and it's proven to be a spectacular morning so far. We're going to try to get 2 coats of stain on here. We got a really nice day today, and then a couple days looks like of rain. So we're going to try to, well, maybe tomorrow is still going to be nice, but today we decided to bring our binoculars because there are so many ducks out here on this lake, and we love birds. So we decided to just see how many different kinds of ducks we can find out here. Real pretty area. Lunchtime, and we got 1 coat down. So hopefully we can get 1 more coat on today. We'll see. It's starting to come together. Just a perfect day. We've had a lot of rain recently, so it sure is nice to see some blue sky. Oh, what a relief. That thing has got 2 coats of stain. Looking good, looking good. Yeah, that is 2 coats. Each coat has double tint walnut. So he wanted it pretty dark, and that's as dark as I probably can get it. I suppose we could keep adding dark coats, but then it would start turning kind of weird, I think. So I think he'll be happy with that. Now, tomorrow we're going to come back and give it a clear coat. So the final coat. And that one's easy to put on. This one, you cannot have any runs, or it just really shows up as black when it dries. So it takes a lot of care to make sure everything is done well. All right, still a nice day. Heading home. I think tonight we're going to take Chloe out for dinner.
Okay, so I'm gonna seal the concrete here. So I have this dry lock, wet look stuff, and I'm gonna put in the pressure pump and just see if I can apply it with this thing right here.
Yeah, spray it.
Yeah, he's my helper right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I'm always your helper.
oh man. Okay.
It's not clear.
Yeah, but it dries clear. Okay.
So how do?
Okay,
Is
now.
there a spoon?
No, I'm gonna put it in here.
Oh, well that's some water. It's pink, right?
It's not paint.
It smells like it.
Okay, let's see here.
Does it dry clean? You can step on it.
Not right now. You have to wait till it's dry.
Well, there is Ethan applying the sealer. Finally getting that done. We're getting some nice warm days where we can get that done. So we're getting that, making that happen. Well, good morning. Hey, let me fill you in what we're doing today. So yesterday, Justin and I were down in Kalispell, as you know, staining that house. And then Ethan, whoa, you did a lot, Ethan. I'm impressed. Didn't know you did this much. So Ethan spent the day yesterday because we only needed 1 person, Justin and I, down there. So I only needed him. So Ethan worked on taking this fence down. And we're taking all these kennel chain link fence down because, as you know, we want to turn this unique barn into a wedding venue. So we're thinking maybe expanding this. Maybe next year when we come back to Montana, maybe we'll build a pavilion back here or something like that. So we're gonna want to develop this for a nice, beautiful area. And so we're gonna take this fence down. We sold the fence, and part of our obligation is to take it down. So The boys are going to be working on there today, and I'm going to go to Kalispell and put on the final coat of stain. It's going to be a clear finish this time, the final coat. And this is going to be fun. Priscilla's going to go with me, and she's going to help me a little bit, and she's going to grab a few things in Kalispell while we're there. And Kalispell's our closest Walmart. That's like an hour and a half away. So she's going to grab a few things and do a little bit of shopping there. And anyways, that's what our day looks like. It's a little cloudy and rainy this morning, but it'll be nice working weather. Well, now you can see that I'm getting the last coat on. And here's a good example. You can see how much that runs when it's not back brushed. So that's why a guy has to back brush everything. What happens if you don't back brush it, starts building up on all these checks. And you also need to back brush it so it soaks into the wood and it's absorbed throughout equally. So anyways, I'll be applying all of this by myself since the boys are working on the fence, and then Priscilla might be able to come and help me do some cleanup. So it's not drying very fast because the sun just popped out a little bit, but it's kind of overcast. So I'm going to just probably spray each side and then I'll go back and back brush it. But it's a little hard to video and do this by myself, so I just had to take a stop for a second and tell you what I'm doing here. So let me get back at it. I did forget to mention that it does dry clear, so even though it looks white, once it dries, it's completely glossy and you can't see any color at all. And this final color really makes the house pop. You're going to be able to see once I'm done how shiny and beautiful it makes it look. I'm excited. We are done and it's 98% dry. Yep, it's tacky down here. All the white things there, those are still drying. Looking pretty good. So I'm gonna start taking this masking off right now. Looky there, now we're actually getting some work done. Priscilla showed back up from getting her stuff and is helping me clean up here.
Yeah, it's fun to finally get to go with Joas and do a little bit of work or see what he's working on.
So we're getting all the masking off. Looks so good. It's the hardest part of the project right here. That's hard on lunch. Hey, there it is. All stained up. Turned out pretty nice, I think. So this again was double tint walnut, and it was in a Timber Pro Exterior UV is the brand. Now these are super shiny because they're just wet. They're gonna dull up a little bit, and it's probably gonna get just a little bit darker, which is what he wanted. So I think he'll be pretty happy with it. Well, I am back from Kalispell, and while I was gone, the boys almost got this whole fence. They got the whole fence taken down, and now they brought up the loader, and we're gonna see if we can pull out all these posts. I'll show you what we're doing here. So here's the loader. Look at that, all those posts. They got all the fencing piled up over here. That is so awesome. Nice work, boys. Nice work. Man, what a nice day, isn't it?
Okay, here's all the chain link fence. That's the last one. All these rolls right here. There are all the doors. So starting to take the top rails off. We're now starting to take the top rails off. Okay.
So there's still 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24, 26 or so to take out. But we probably got about almost half of them out. But I'm gonna have to run now. Taking some friends out to dinner tonight, so the boys are gonna yank out a few more and we'll finish it tomorrow. This place is getting cleared out. How would you like to have a big pavilion here and get married back here or celebrate an anniversary or something back here? I think that would be nice. We'll see what next year brings. Go from there. Check this out, guys. Our new gutters. I got some gutters here. I got some gutters on the other side of the house. Let me just show you that. Because with this new patio, we don't want the water to be dumping down on our new patio. And it was always been really wet back in this back corner. So all that roof water up there would dump down into that valley and it all would end up right down here in this corner. So now we got gutters running along there, coming down here and dumping out here. So guys, if you want a good job done with gutters, Northwest Gutter Solutions, right there's a phone number. I'm gonna give David here a little plug. Look what he's doing up there. What he's doing for me, he just threw that in up there, that gutter. He said he had some extra, so he's just doing that at no charge. What a guy. So David's gonna treat you right. And the boys said, yeah, Rooster. The boys said that, yep, those steps when we get eggs get pretty icy, and they're right. So David said, hey, I'll throw a gutter on there for you. So that's pretty good. If you're in the Northwest here, have David do your gutters. Well, guys, let me show you this patio. It didn't turn out quite as well as I wanted, but I think in the grand scheme of things, it'll be fine, and it's fine for our patio, what we're thinking of doing. So from this point to this point right here, this corner, we're thinking of doing rocks right there. And then on that side over there, coming across here, and same back here, we're gonna do rusty metal, same as we have up there on the barn. For wainscot, and then I think we're gonna do rock pillars on every one of these posts. And I think when we're done with that, it's gonna look really good. Now, one problem is we're out of money right now, so we're gonna wait until later this summer when we have more guests come and have a little bit more money built up. And then we'll have somebody just come in and do this. So I think that's the plan with that. You gotta be kidding me, look at this. The cat is climbing the ladder. I can't believe that. David, I've never seen a cat climb a ladder. You're kidding me, look at that. Climbing right up there. That is funny. Look at that cat go. Wow, that is pretty funny. That's Rosie. Anyways, guys, so now let me show you the patio. So here's my take on it. It turned out okay for our patio, but it didn't turn out as well quite as I wanted to. I think it had something to do with our muriatic acid. It bleached it too much in places. I wish we would have just done a very, very light coat or nothing at all. We were told that's what needs to happen, but I don't know if we needed to actually. Like back there in the corner, it's all, that's what I was hoping to have it look like, this wet look, but it's kind of bleached out. But you know, once we have it all, the pillars around here, and we got the rock there, it'll all come out in the wash. I think it'll look fine. It's just a little bit more speckled than I was hoping. But it still looks good. It's got a nice smooth to your touch. We put one clear finish on it. It still looks pretty nice. A lot of beautiful little rainbow colored rocks in there. Feels pretty smooth. And I think we're gonna try to give it one more coat of concrete sealer, and that'll just kind of really make it even more smooth. And then of course we're gonna pull this wrap off of here. That was just to protect the posts. So last night you saw how we were pulling out the posts for our chain link fence and getting rid of that. So this morning Ethan ran down to get the loader, and we're just going to finish yanking the rest of the posts out because the guy's going to come tomorrow or Monday and pick them up. This morning I ran Autumn over to Bonners Ferry, Idaho. It's about an hour and 15-minute drive, and we're going to get her spayed. It's a little bit sad, but we really don't think we're going to have more babies with her, and so that's what's gonna have to happen with Autumn. Sorry to leave her there, but that's just the way it goes. If you're a dog, I guess. I feel bad for you, Autumn, but hopefully you'll forgive me. So here, guys, I was gonna show you, there's the rusty metal along the bottom wainscot. That's how it's going to look. That's what we're thinking of putting around the bottom of our house. Okay, so here we got all our posts yanked out of here. And this is the only thing we got left back in here. So it takes about 5 minutes per post to get these knocked out here. This morning, it's just Priscilla and I, and Wyatt and his friend Micah, and I got to show you the feast. What did I say?
Cousin Micah, yeah, his friend too.
Yeah, friend and cousin, both. So I got to show you the feast that Priscilla made just for us 4 people. All right, what's the menu, Priscilla?
Bacon, hash browns, toast, eggs, and coffee soup, which is an Amish thing.
Coffee soup.
It's basically coffee and milk and sweetener, whatever sweetener you want, and cream. It's like almost like a brevet or something, but it's just not steamed. And it's
good.
It's made with instant coffee, but we grew up with it. Every once in a while we had it.
So we're having a feast, and Justin and Ethan Avalon are at a conference with the other youth and in Spokane, Washington this overnight and today. Oh, Wyatt and I are moving these chicks out to the chicken house. It's time to get them out of that little crate. They are too big now for that. All right, there's their new pen. All right, there you go, chicks. Have at it. Now you got some room to run. There is something so cool and fun about little chicks. They're just so fluffy and cute. And I don't think we're going to be able to take them with us to Alaska. I just called yesterday and it's too complicated, so don't think it's going to happen. But maybe we can give them to somebody, and then when we come back, we can have them back again. We'll see. We'll pay for somebody's to feed for them, and somebody can throw them in with their chickens or something. Tonight we got some salmon on the grill. We still don't have our grill over on the deck because I want to give it one more coat of concrete sealer, and it's they don't have it in town. It's coming in tomorrow, I think. So just checking in on this salmon. Tonight we're having salmon. Haven't had salmon for a while. We're actually going to have company this evening for dinner, some friends over. But unfortunately, Chloe is really sick. She started getting sick this forenoon, and she's kind of slept most of the day and in bed, and so Wyatt's not feeling well either. So I guess we'll just have salmon by ourselves tonight. And unfortunately, we'll have to have them another time, and sorry that Chloe's not feeling better, but it is what it is, I guess.
I think she's doing slightly better.
She's doing better? Oh, little Miss Chloe's doing better. So glad to hear. That's good. She had such a long nap. Autumn, how are you doing? Poor girl. She's starting to feel a little bit more better today, I think. Well, Priscilla had all this delicious food made, and then we let the company know that Wyatt and Chloe were just feeling worse and worse, so they decided not to come, which is totally fine. But now Priscilla's got all this delicious food. Tell me what that is, babe.
Those are called sticky buns.
Sticky buns.
They're so good.
So I cannot wait to tie into those. I guess we're just gonna share a good meal, and Chloe and Wyatt aren't feeling well enough to eat, so Priscilla and I will just splurge and have a 5-star meal in our own house. How about that?
Fall beneath your wing. I fall beneath your wing. Your weight of love and glory. Oh, I worship you, my God.
So I lift my hands in praise. So I lift my hands in praise to the King of all creation. I worship you, my God. I lift it up, Lord, you reign deep within my heart. When I proclaim your name, I lift it up. I'm flooded well with praise. Worthy are you, ancient of days.
It's you went to the cross. You covered my loss. You drove the line deep. Shame was never your name. Love opened your grave. Now you're writing my story. The Father's will over your own. All is now become your throne. Surrender looks like surrender looks like surrender looks like a lifetime of laying down. It looks like forever decided before your feet I throw down my crowns. I've given up control, given up the shame. Your love's enough to wash it all away. These walls that I have built, the pain that I endure, take my view of who you really are. Take me back to my first love with you. And all that I had was simple truth. And all that I needed was to be with you. Take me back to my first love. Stop living in the lies. Start walking in the truth. My life a full surrender, Lord, to you. Wake my soul awake. Put away the night. This freedom only happens in the light. Take me back to my first love with you. And all that I had was simple truth. And all that I needed was to be with you. Take me back to my first love.
Well, tonight we're having some company. We got Priscilla's brother and family and sister and family. So we're having some salmon, grilled salmon. What we do is we put it at 400 degrees for about 12 minutes, and that's just about perfect. Well, tonight we've got the whole gang here playing different games. Bunch of little kiddos around here. Good to have babies in the house.